Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we discuss whether Aqua Force has become tier 1, hyper-competitive or generally meta post-G booster set 13. But first let me quickly shift your attention to this beautiful Aqua Force playmat by Royalty Playmat Designs, today's sponsor. If you're interested in ordering this playmat, there will be a link in the description. Getting into the video, this past weekend has been a wild one. We have seen how Overlords dominated multiple big Asian tournaments, but then we also saw a few Tavas builds and even the Blue Wave build doing really well. We saw Ryan Kai going 6-1 in the World Grand Prix, but then not hitting top 8 due to tiebreakers. We saw another Aqua Force build with some more wave components going 6-1 in the World Grand Prix Tokyo and then getting into top cut. We saw a Blue Wave build going 5-0 in a 60-player VGCS, and for those of you wondering, that Chloris over there allows them to call cards from the bind zone and guard with them. Remember that the new Blue Wave PG goes to bind zone, which becomes a free 5k guard, and our new heal triggers also go to bind zone, which then becomes a free 15k guard. That's what makes this Blue Wave deck a little more potent. But above all, we saw Tavas going 10-0 and winning the World Grand Prix Malaysia. And funnily enough, apart from two Ortias, this build is 100% the one I have been playtesting this week. And keep in mind, these cards have only been out there for 2 days, who knows what other results we will see. This begs the question, has Aqua Force become tier 1? Here are my thoughts. Overall, Blue Wave is still missing a lot. They still miss resources, are a little clunky and inconsistent, but they can be super aggro when everything plays out right. Therefore, I believe this deck won't stay in the meta and just stopped now because of hype, leading to it being played a lot and catching some people off guard. It can still steal some wins though, and I'll definitely build it because it looks super fun. Tavas on the other hand might not be as potent as something like ZTB in my opinion, however it has so much resist, it has a good matchup against the actual best deck of the post set 13 format, Overlords, whilst also having a solid matchup against Chaos, Dominate, Blade Master and Vanquisher, all decks that are being played a lot right now and are in the tier 1 or tier 1.5 range. It also actively counters Bladewing, because Tavas attacks so much by the time you get to your final Alexandros attacks, their soul will be under 15 anyway. Now that we're no longer retiring as much, we do not like to see Battle Sisters and Blasters though, because it became a little harder to interrupt their plays. For my testing, I already started noticing Dinos is clunky and so I cut him. We also ride new Tavas instead of old Tavas, so that's our final retire going out the window right there. We could ride old Tavas against these matchups of course, but we run less of him and the new back row attack of new Tavas is still valuable, so only time will tell. Conclusion from my testing and these results? I believe Maelstrom became a stronger fun deck, but is still nowhere close to meta. I believe new Blue Wave is now a solid tier 2 option, and old Blue Wave stayed pretty much where they've always been. And I believe Tavas might actually be in the tier 1.5 or maybe tier 1 range. But I'd like to await a few more results before making a choice in that subtle nuance. If you're an Aqua Force fan, you can get this beautiful playmat at the link in the description. Mine will be here in like 7 days, so you can be sure every video will be filmed on that one. And if you're in America or Canada, you'd get it within like 4 days. Subscribe to the Solemn Vanguard channel for more videos like these, click the bell button to stay up to date and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let's get some discussion going. Ciao!